Alright. Many of you have been wondering what the fart scale is. You see a girl and you're like, yo, how could I figure out what number she is? I'm very mathematical about this. Well, let's go back to history. The fart scale was invented in 2010 by three individuals. It was invented by Jordan Thompson, Sixpack, and Edric Martinez. These three pioneers decided it was time to put an end to the numeric faultiness of rating. Let's go over the basics. We have the letter F, we have the letter A, R, T, and the letter S. You have 5 letters here. F equals face, A equals ass, R equals racks, T equals thickness. We'll explain those in a little bit. And S is stomach. Okay. Now, each of these is worth 2 points. Ultimately, when you add these all up, they're going to equal 10. Now, the best thing about this scale is that you can use decimals, such in case you use a person's kind of like a 2 in the face, but it's not quite there. You give them a 1.75 and call it a day. Now, we're going to go ahead and rate someone we all know. We're going to rate Kim Kardashian. Let's see, if we have the face right here, I'd say Kim Kardashian's pretty. She's a 2. And ass is ridiculous, so I would put a 2. And she has a nice rack, so I would put a 2. She's pretty fucking thick, so I put a 2. And her stomach's pretty flat, so I put a 2. That's pretty close to a 10. Now, some people might disagree and say her ass is way too much. So they'll give her a 1.75. And her racks are kind of saggy, so they get a 1.75. And she's actually not that pretty without makeup, so she's a 1.8. And that's pretty about right. Her stomach's cool. So as you can see, it comes down to you have the 3 people who are judging this. This person claims that she's a 10. And this person claims that she's around like a 8.75 or 9.25. And the next person that comes around thinks she's a 9.5. Then we could assume that all in all, she's a 9.5 out of 10. So it's very important that you have 3 judges here. Otherwise, it would be really biased. Alright, now in conclusion, you guys know that this is a very, very methodical way of doing things. And, you know, this is just dumbing it down for people who don't know how to rate. I get these questions a lot, like why are you such a good rater? But this is there's no secret to it. It's as easy as that. Just think of the fart scale. Whenever you think about someone that's pretty hot, you want to figure out the number, just pull her out.